What's going on, guys? Next day. If you watched my previous video, that was Saturday. Today's Sunday. Bears football. Yes, they're about to play. We only have about 45 minutes before the game starts, but I'm going to quickly remove the airbox from my car and show you how easy it is to remove the airbox, so then we can pull out the K&N filters and do the cleaning and the recharge. So let me grab the only tool you're going to need. Screwdriver. Let's go to the back of the car. Da-da-da. I need to open the garage too. We'll open the garage so we'll get more light in here. Let's open the garage. Open this up. All right. So we're here. We're gonna take off this hose. We're gonna take it off here at the mass airflow sensor, not on the airbox side. And that's the only tool you need to take this out. So just let me put this on the right side. All right, I got it. So the locking tab is on the bottom side. Just press this in really hard. See how it moves? And then you can pull that out. You see orange, that means it's unlocked. You don't see orange, it's locked. So take this off, the mass airflow sensor, and then to rotate, to get this out, take this off, take that off, rotate this box from this way, like so. You're gonna invert it to pull it out. The other thing is, when you do this, you see the vacuum line right there? So you need to disconnect that vacuum line. I disconnect mine right here, which is easier. You don't wanna break these things. Let me disconnect that. So what I did was I disconnected it here. It's just easier. Then press this in, and that'll release a lock on that K&N plug, and just pull the whole thing out. Once you're at this point, you can just pull the whole thing out. And there's your airbox on the ground. To open it up to access the K&N filters, these are T25s. Now you can leave the airbox in and just do these. That's actually how I installed it the first time, because when I first got this car, I didn't know you could pull the airbox out like this. So you could leave this in the car, just undo these. The reason I took it out is because if you drop one of those damn screws, it's a pain in the ass to get it. And you might have to remove the whole rear bumper to get to the screw, which I had to do once. So we're not doing that. It's easier just to pull the airbox out. And then you have access to these very dirty K&N filters, which we're going to clean. There's 2 of them. So let's get to that. Oh, while you have it out, take some mass airflow cleaner. If you haven't done this in a while, clean this up. You can see mine is right on the edges of the butterfly. It's a little dirty. It's not too bad, but it is a little bit dirty. So I'm see the black lines? I'm gonna clean some of that up. That will help with your if you have lumpy idle, that'll probably help that. All right, so what I should have did was I should have had gloves on. I had to stop and go wash my hands because all the dust that accumulates there. It's no grease, it's just dust, and it comes right off, but no one likes to have dirty hands. You ever get in your car and a mechanic has been in the car before and left their handprints? Yeah, that sucks. So, what did I say before? This was a T25. Let's see. See if my calibrated eye was right. This is a T20. I was wrong. It's a T20. So let's go ahead and take this box apart. Oh, I'm kneeling on the ground on the driveway and it's killing my knees. I should have got a pad. A pad around here anywhere? This will take a second. I think there's 6 of these, if I'm not mistaken. No, 4, 8. There's 8 of these. Let me speed this part of the video up because this is boring. Oh, much better. These filters are made to fit the 911. but they also fit other vehicles. So on another vehicle, as you can see, there's 2 tabs. So on another vehicle, you would use the second tab, and it probably goes on a different way. So there's both of my disgustingly dirty, filthy. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me all right. So we got our recharge kit. Designed to restore airflow, increase power, and it says that in a couple different languages. Has some danger warning stuff, but I already got gloves on. It's 3 simple steps. Step 1 is apply cleaner. Step 2 is rinse and let dry. And step 3 is oil. Oil the filter. So, come on. It's like it doesn't want to come. It's weird. Wonder if I got a bad bottle. Yeah, it doesn't want to come out. Stand by, we're having technical difficulties. All right, we had some technical difficulties. The valve in that bottle the K&N fluid stuff came in wasn't working. So we got a spare spray bottle that I have. We're gonna use that. All right, so there we go. That's how it should spray. Oof, that out of my face. So we'll just spray the heck out of these. Let's do it this way so you guys can see. Just spraying it already, it's getting cleaner. We'll rinse this from the inside out. Now I've done this on other cars. Oh yeah, dude, that is. All right, let me get closer to the camera. You guys can see it. So watch as I clean it. Let's go to a real dirty side. This is the dirty side. You guys can see that. Let me finish rinsing it, and I'll put the other one up so we can compare. Very, very obvious to the naked eye which one. This is the clean one. This is the dirty one. I haven't rinsed this one yet, but you can see the difference. And actually, may clean this again. Give it another spritz of the cleaner. Let's rinse this one out. Did I spray the camera? Oh, I did. Good thing that thing's waterproof. I'll just leave the water on there for now. It's 3D. It's 3D. I want you to feel it. We're in 3D. All right, it's halftime. So let's go look at the filters. We've been sitting out here for 20, 30, 40 minutes, whatever. Well, obviously they're still wet, but they're definitely clean. Compared to how they were, they're definitely significantly cleaner compared to how they looked when they first came off, inside and out. And you can see light actually goes through them now, where it didn't before. All right, so we'll continue to let those air dry. All right, so it's been a few hours, and this is the first one of the 2. Here's the other one. 2 air filters, and they're actually pretty much dry. So the oil, this stuff, you just drip it on. Red oil, or rouge, or aceite rojo. You want to say it English, French, or Spanish. I'm multilingual. There we go. Beautiful red oil. Never oiled it this way before. I don't like this. I like the way they did it previously with the spray bottle. This is a bit ridiculous and messy. So what I'm going to do is, since these are still wet and it's raining outside, the majority of the fluid has already leaked out, which is good. So I'm just gonna insert this into where they're supposed to be in the spots, and we'll let it sit there exposed and let it continue to dry overnight. And then we'll pick this up tomorrow. Alrighty. So we're gonna leave this out here how it is for 24 hours. I want these to be completely dry. Also, if they have any more drips or fluid collecting, I can just slide them off, clean the excess out, Remember, this airbox has water drains in the bottom, so anything's going to drain onto those paper towels. And this floor, this material that's on it, it wipes right off. It doesn't stain. So I'm not worried about the floor. Yeah, and we'll put this all back together tomorrow. But you saw how easy it was. I'm dragging it out, but this is really like a 30-minute job for most people. I'm just dragging it out because I'm making this stupid video. So we'll finish this tomorrow. Wow, I didn't realize it was that dirty. So the inside of this is actually polished. I didn't know it was polished because it was so dirty. Oh, wow. That will probably make a tremendous difference in airflow. Because I'm not I'm not sanding this, I'm just cleaning it, and all of a sudden it's polished. So it must have been very dirty. And I just didn't realize it. Ooh, good Lord, look at what came out of there. Yes, sir, that is very dirty. So we're gonna clean that up. Let me hold that open. That is filthy in there. See, can you guys see that? See the black line down in there? That's no bueno. That's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be completely clean and dry. All right, so it was really hard to get these edges, and I don't want to be too abrasive with it, but so now this is all cleaned off. It was really greasy, and I'll show you what this looks like on the inside. Let me open that butterfly a little bit. Trying to force it gently. Okay, so the inside, just a big air box. Pushes just a big collector box, pretty much, where air goes in and then gets pushed down into the runners. All right, we're back. We're back. It's the next day. It's Monday. Somebody got the case of the Mondays. Yes, me. I don't like to work on Mondays. I like to chill on Mondays. But I promised you yesterday that I would finish this video, so that's what we're doing. So let's go out to the car and see how it ended up. So last thing we left off on was we cleaned the air filters and the throttle body and re-oiled the air filters. That's the last thing we did. So all of you guys just chill. Do what you're doing. You're doing a good job. I'm gonna go out to the car in the garage, all right? See you in a minute. Let's get up in the garage now that the sun came out. And let's go take a look at these air filters. I love this garage floor. Ooh, it's bright out there. It's good because it rained a little bit overnight. Not a lot. It's a tiny amount. Ducati, I know we need to go for a ride. But we will, promise. So, oh yeah. I definitely over-oiled those things. But this is exactly why I didn't want to put them in the car yesterday. And this is why you shouldn't after you re-oil them. You should let them can't even speak. Let them dry out. Yeah, I was worried that when I oiled them yesterday, because the way the bottle came, full disclosure, I did not read the instructions for oiling it. My bad. But it spread, yeah. So if you don't know, this material is like a gauze material, which is then wrapped in this wire mesh to protect it. So as the oil hit it, it spread just like it did on the paper towels. So actually I was worried that I wouldn't have even coverage yesterday, but you can see we don't need to worry about that. We have completely even coverage. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go grab some gloves. I'm going to pull these off, and we're going to clean off all this excess fluid, and we're going to look and make sure they are, I'm going to shake them, make sure there's not any more fluid left before we install this in the car. All right, I'm going to try to not get in my own way here. You wonder why my Nikes are sitting over there in the corner. It's because they got wet yesterday, so I had to let them dry as well. So we're going to use this Target bag as a trash bag. And the first thing we're going to do is pull this off. Oh, I put the screw in there. Put the screw there. All right. Inside is clean. Almost no drips inside. So I'm just going to set this down for like this for a second and look at the other one. Same. Inside is pretty clean. It's not dripping. So everything dripped on the outside like we wanted it to. It's fine. I'm going to grab some alcohol. Excuse me. I'm gonna grab some paper towels and some alcohol. I'm gonna wipe off the excess off the filters themselves. I'm not gonna apply alcohol to this. I'm gonna put alcohol on the plastic and the rubber seal parts. This is some alcohol that my buddy, not drinking kind, even though it looks like a drinking bottle. This is cleaning stuff that my buddy Larry gave me. You guys know Larry. Been in a couple of videos. Larry is busy. I wish Larry had more time to spend with me doing stupid stuff like this, but we get it. He's a busy person. Works 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Also works on a board and a bunch of other stuff. So Larry's a busy guy. So we're just gonna take clean, dry, nothing on him. One side here. Just run it around. Came out dry. That's good. All right. That's cleaned up. The excess is cleaned up. And pull them off. There's nothing on the ground. That's how it should be. Now we will clean this mess. And for this, we will definitely use alcohol. Let's go ahead and pour a little alcohol in my rag here. Clean these off the ground. Put this off to the side over here. All right, I did not realize my mic died. So I'm voicing over this part here. So here the filters are dry and they're ready to go back in. So we're just gonna slide them back into place. And I'm installing the T20 screw in the end of it that holds it in place. So you have that nice tight seal. With that done, now we can reinstall the cover for the airbox. So just put it in place and you'll know if it's in place or not because it'll click in and all the tabs will lock. If you don't have it right, you'll have a gap all the way around, but it's pretty simple, self-explanatory. So then you just grab your 8 little screws and tighten them down. They are also T20 screws. So let me just fast forward to this part. It's a little bit boring. All right, now the airbox all back together. Going to reinstall this. So remember, we want to install this in the reverse order we took it out. So put the lower part of the airbox in first with your tube vertical. And then don't forget about your vacuum line here that's on the side. Let me grab the camera here in just a second. I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. So you see the vacuum line right here that we disconnected earlier at the beginning. So we're going to reconnect that vacuum line. I'm trying to do this with one hand while I'm holding the camera. And let's see, right there. And you just get it on there. And you got to remember, this is an old car. It's a 2010, so these lines can be brittle. So I'm always gentle when I'm doing this. Luckily, my lines aren't brittle yet. And bam, goes right on. There you go. Nice tight seal vacuum line. And then you can slide that back into the airbox slot that's right there next to it. So we'll just move this thing over here. And all right, I just remembered an easier way to do this. So put the airbox in like you're gonna finally install it, but just lay it there. Don't press anything in. And then now you should be able to reach in there with your with one of your hands. I'm using my right hand, and slide the vacuum line into its slot and groove easier. And also because that's the natural position that the vacuum lines want to lay, because this is, like I said earlier, this is an older car, so you don't want to break those things. Now with that in place, the only other connection is your mass airflow sensor. So just reconnect that and you're done with connections other than the throttle body hose, which is always going to be a challenge to get on. All right, with all my connections made, now the only thing we got to do is press down on the airbox and make sure it falls into its locators. It has rubber grommets on the bottom And I told you earlier there was 3, but there's actually, or 2, I'm sorry, but there's actually 3. There's the 2 I showed you underneath, and then there's another one by the latch. The one by the latch I use as like my witness because you can't see the other 2 because they're underneath. And you just press the airbox in and you'll feel it kind of thunk into place. And then I'm working the hose here, the throttle body hose. What I found works best is to get it on from the bottom. And when it fights you, what I've done is loosen the clamp around it, which is what I'm about to do right now. Loosen that clamp all the way. You don't have to take it off, but you can loosen it all the way so you can move it out of the way. And then you can slide that out of the way, get the hose on, then you can slide the clamp back on to its correct position and tighten it back down. All right, let's hear what this thing sounds like. Clean air filters, clean throttle body, and OEM motor mounts. The OEM motor mounts is definitely a lot less vibration. What's going on, people? So I haven't posted today because I was gonna post a video and then I got busy with this. That's right, it's on jacks in the air. Why is it on jacks in the air? Well, first I had to finish the airbox reinstall, and I decided to change the motor mounts. That's what will be in a video. What won't be in the video is what I've been doing since then, and that's changing these control arms. The lower control arm doesn't look so bad. The tuning fork here, I shouldn't be able to move this, and it wiggles. The rubber in here is completely wasted. I can wiggle this with no effort. Look at that. So I'm glad I'm doing this job. Car should handle a lot better. And I need to hurry up because I have an alignment in the morning and I'm running behind schedule. So let me wrap this up and do the other side. Talk to you guys tomorrow. All right, so my alignment is done. It wasn't that far off, actually. It was pretty damn close, but we got it, everything in the green. And I come out here to my car and look at this. What is that orange thing next to my car? It's a nice car. Let's check it out. I will admit, these things are eye-catching. They do look pretty good. But I think I'm gonna stay in my 911 for a while longer. Pretty sharp. Let's get in the 911. Back in the car with my boys. Cordelio. Leo's just being stubborn. He's grumpy. This is my spirit animal right here. He's grumpy. He's lazy. He doesn't do anything before a coffee. This is my spirit animal. And the only reason he's moving around is just because he's a puppy. He's only 9 months old. He's still a puppy. But he has a lot of his dad in him. He looks like his mom though. So let's get the hell up out of here. That is a nice vet. I like that color. I'm not a vet fan, but actually I'm a C8 fan. I'm not a vet fan. Let's put it that way. And I love the new Zeal 6. Yeah, I think I'll stick to the Germans. The Germans, y'all. Let's wake the city up. Say good morning, Portland. Wake them up.